Lights out. Top 10 restaurant closures of 2024. 2024, it's been a roller coaster, hasn't it? And the restaurant industry, well, it's taken a few punches. Some of the biggest names, places you thought would be around forever, they've shut their doors for good. We're talking culinary legends, Michelin stars, the whole lot. So put on your chef's whites because today we're dissecting the top 10 restaurant closures that left a bad taste in 2024. Get ready to learn something, you donkey. ABC Kitchen farm-to-table fizzles out. First up, New York City, ABC Kitchen. They were all about the farm-to-table hype, organic this, locally sourced that, but trends change faster than you can boil an egg. Rising costs in the city, rent, ingredients, staff, you name it, and it's a recipe for disaster. They held on for a decade, but in the end, they couldn't beat the heat. Providence. Michelin star doesn't guarantee success. Next, Los Angeles, Providence. 2 Michelin stars, seafood that would make you slap your mama, and a reputation that preceded it. The mastermind behind Providence decided to move on to new projects. A restaurant without its head chef is like a fish without a, well, you get the picture. The Spotted Pig scandal leaves a stain. Back to New York City, a cautionary tale. The Spotted Pig. This gastropub was the place to be. But behind the glamour, a scandal was brewing. Allegations, lawsuits, a real mess. The pandemic was the final nail in the coffin. A reminder that even the trendiest spots can crumble when ethics go out the window. Chapter 4. Le Coucou, high costs, high standards, high risk. Running a restaurant in New York City is like trying to tame a wild animal. Le Coucou, a French fine dining establishment, learned this the hard way. Critically acclaimed, yes, but those high standards come at a price, and that price eventually became too steep. Sometimes something has to give. Chapter 5. Bar Agricole, sustainability can't save you. Next stop, San Francisco. Bar Agricole, all about sustainability, organic, local. But even the most ethical approach can't always weather the storm. They fought the good fight, but in the end they had to admit defeat. Chapter 6. State Bird Provisions, innovation isn't always enough. State Bird Provisions, San Francisco. Dim sum style service, but with a modern twist. They were creative, exciting, delicious. But the restaurant industry is fickle. Their unique approach wasn't enough to keep the momentum going. Even the most groundbreaking concepts need to constantly evolve to survive. Chapter 7, Canlis. Even legends say goodbye. Canlis, Seattle. This place was an institution. 70 years. They'd seen it all. The owners decided to retire. 70 years in this business, that's a lifetime. Sometimes, it's about recognizing when it's time to hang up your apron and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Chapter 8. Joe Beef. A Montreal icon crumbles. Joe Beef, Montreal. Meat, meat, and more meat. They were a Montreal institution, a carnivore's paradise. But the cost of quality meat skyrocketed. When your concept revolves around a single, increasingly expensive ingredient, you're walking a tightrope. Joe Beef took a tumble, a victim of the ever-changing economic climate. Chapter 9. Alinea, Michelin stars can't conquer creative itch. Alinea, Chicago. 3 Michelin stars, consistently ranked among the best. This wasn't just dining, it was an experience. The mastermind behind Alinea decided to pursue other creative endeavors. Even at the pinnacle of success, the desire for creative exploration can't be ignored. Chapter 10. Chez Panisse. The end of an era. Finally, Chez Panisse, Berkeley, California. Alice Waters pioneered the farm-to-table movement. After 5 decades, she decided to shift her focus to education. The closure marks the end of an era, but legacies can live on in new ways. Outro, a changing landscape. 10 restaurants, 10 stories, 10 reminders that the culinary world is a fickle beast. Economic pressures, changing trends, personal decisions, it's a minefield out there. But these closures make room for new talent, new ideas, and fresh perspectives. The restaurant industry is constantly evolving, so keep exploring and supporting passionate chefs and restaurateurs.